Good evening, welcome back to the Glazov Gang. Our Glazov Gang members this evening in this third segment. Rob Nelson, former Fox News host. He is also the author of Last Call, 10 Common Sense Solutions to America's Biggest Problems. You can get it on Amazon.com. We have Brandelynn Turner with us, a political activist, and Dwight Schultz, who played Murdock on NBC's The A-Team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Glazov Gang. We have a development that's been happening. We had a Glazov Gang member, Tommy Trudeau, who was on very bad behavior almost every time he was here. I had to kick him off. And now he has started a little bit of a curious and bizarre video campaign against me. Let's play a clip of what Tommy's up to against my show.
Well, Glazov, looks like you finally succeeded in having me thrown off your show. How un-American of you. Silencing the dissenting voice, eh? You'll make a good comrade indeed. How dare you! How dare you kick me off your television show, The Glazov Gang? You dare silence the dissenting voice of the people? The only one who speaks up for the workers, for the oppressed? What do you want me to do? You don't want me to beg, do you? Ha! You want me? Me? To beg? You really want me to beg? Okay. I'll beg. You let me back on the show. I'm the voice of the people. Okay, all right. If that's the way it's going to be, then do what you want to me. Do what you want to me. But don't take it out on the chairman. He's your chairman. That's right, Jamie. I had all the tests done, and he's your chairman. He's your chairman. Don't take it out on the chairman! Huh? Huh? That's the way it's gonna be? Well, I'll get you, Glazov. And your little television show, too. Although you'll never know when it's gonna come. When you're in the shower, I'll be there. When you're renewing your library card, I'll be there. When you get up from the toilet and look down to see what you've done, I'll be there. You never know when it's coming, Glazov. But it's coming. Oh, I'll get you, Glazov. And that little television show, too.
This is probably some of the most creepiest, one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. I think there's enough material here for a psychiatric conference. Very briefly, Dwight, what do you make of the campaign?
Well, let's face it. He begged to come back. He begged you. He cried and begged to come back, and it's up to you. But I don't think, I think you saw how much you got to him and how much you hurt him by telling him the truth.
Okay, that's an interesting interpretation. Brandelynn?
Well, can I say that I know Tommy personally?
Yes.
And this is nothing, you know, this is just, he's hypersensitive. He is very good on the show when he's here. He just feels a little bit discriminated against, as he may be. But, you know, he showed up on my doorstep with a bottle of horse pills made for horses once and told me goodbye, that he was trying to diet on them, but he think he went a little too far. And
so he's into drama.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob?
I think it's irrelevant. Let's get to the real topics.
Let's get to the real topics.
That's what matters in this country, right?
Yeah, you don't think that video campaign matters very much.
I think Tommy Trudeau's irrelevant.
Let us get to the serious issues of our day. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Mitt Romney's upcoming VP choice? The politics here. Brandelynn?
Well, I think that one of them, you know, delivered one of their kids on a bathroom floor. I don't know why that happened. Do you? Does anyone know anything about it? Wasn't that the Bobby guy?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Bobby.
Jim.
Yeah. What do you think? Who do you think Romney will pick or should pick, and
Well,
what are your thoughts on it?
I think Tim Powell is kind of a classless, and I think that Paul Ryan just keeps saying that he wants us to be more like Europe.
What do you think a strong choice would be if you were a strategist for the Republicans? What would be a strong pick? Condi, Rice, who?
I think Rice.
Dwight?
Well, Rubio, of course, is what a lot of members of the Tea Party, a lot of the base, would love somebody like Rubio, who is so articulate and a battler and a scrapper. But I think it's going to be somebody like Rob Portman, who is successful in everything that he does. And I prefer him to Pawlenty. But I think that Romney is going to go business, and I don't think he wants somebody to compete with. I don't think he wants.
And you know what? I think you're right, and I think, Abraham Lincoln, when Abraham Lincoln won that nomination, no one thought Abraham Lincoln would win the presidential nomination. He was the last guy I ever thought was going to win. He took every one of those powerful people, Chase, Seward, Bates, made them all, put them on his cabinet, and then put Democrats on. He wasn't afraid of powerful people surrounding him. Mitt Romney should put somebody who can bring to him what he doesn't have. And honestly, that would be a Rubio, or even a Condoleezza Rice. Or other people say, whatever. She's a powerful, smart, and people are like, well, will her pro-choice views, No, I mean, at the end of the day, the Republican Party is going to have to accept that it's divided on that issue, and she's a amazing, powerful person, and honestly, they could play the first black president. Well, here's the first black woman vice president.
Rice and Romney, which is
it's a great one. But I think he's too scared to do it. I think he's going to go with someone that won't overshadow him, which is not the sign of a great leader, by the way. Don't be afraid of somebody being
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about it? Appears that Sarah Palin is not going to be invited to the Republican convention.
Well, I mean, I think it's a mistake not to invite her. She doesn't have to speak, but I think they should. After all, she was their vice presidential candidate for the Republican Party, and she still has a lot of sway with getting the votes out. I also heard Rebus said, well, all the invitations haven't gone out yet, so this may be premature. But I think she definitely should. He's making a terrible mistake if he stiffs her. Terrible mistake.
Dwight, briefly, what did you think of Sarah Palin, and what do you think about the Palin syndrome of the left? Why do they so hate her?
They hated her because she really articulated the existential enemy that we had in Islam. And she very accurately described Barack Obama and his past, and it scared people. She got it. She nailed it.
She's a truth teller.
Yes, and Karl Rove, for instance, who I heard say, came right out of his mouth, "We don't want to make anyone feel guilty about having elected Barack Obama, so we are not going to deal with ideological issues." Okay. And I think that she makes that part of the Republican Party uncomfortable.
I see. Brandelynn, on Sarah Palin?
Well, I mean, she's making it into like a Sadie Hawkins dance, and she didn't get invited, and I think, just looking at her history, why is she more concerned about a $150,000 outfit? She uses phrases like "buck up" or "get out of the truck." She continuously.
Brandelynn, these kind of criticisms of Sarah Palin are always a bit curious. What is it that the left? Why do you so hate Sarah Palin?
Oh, it's not that we hate her. It's just that it doesn't seem a lot of validity or knowledge. She consistently messes up U.S. history. She couldn't remember.
Are you sure that that's what it's about? Because
well, for me, she couldn't remember a single Supreme Court decision that she disagreed with since Roe versus Wade.
Okay, all right.
Can I jump in here? Because I think this is really a fascinating issue about the state of American politics. I think you're wrong about what she did, but I don't ideologically think the same. And I think you're right in certain ways, but I want to go to the issue of what I think is really happening with Sarah Palin. People attack Sarah Palin, particularly from the left, and women. And they always point out her closed consciousness. By the way, most women I know have closets full of shoes and think a heck of a lot about what they wear. And that's whether they're big executives, famous actresses, or just average Joannas. But Obama's campaign was spending tons of money on their outfits. But the issue that goes to me is Sarah Palin, I don't think she was that smart, issue-wise. I get that she didn't know facts and figures and all that
She
stuff.
was a barfly.
But what she had that scared the heck out of the left was she had an incredible ability and a charisma and an ability to look at people and go, let's get past all the BS of the political system. I'm speaking from the heart. Now, granted, that could make her look foolish, but she spoke from the heart. My question is why? Why did that scare women? Women suddenly were attacking her for looking sexy, for this. She had it all. She was able to use charisma, sex appeal, and her gut natural ability to connect with people. She wasn't a rocket scientist. Neither was Harry Truman.
Rob, thank you.
You know, but
sex appeal has no place in U.S. government.
Oh my God! Come on, John F. Kennedy was the sexiest president ever. Clinton was sexy. Obama's kind of sexy. I'm just saying. Come on.
Let Brandelynn speak.
It has no place.
When it's a woman,
let Brandelynn speak.
Let
Brandelynn speak.
Put a thing on there.
Rob, let Brandelynn speak.
I'm sorry, it's not even going to Muslim land. Hide your sexuality.
Can you please let Brandelynn
It's a tough one for me. Burqa, please, Burqa.
From a troglodytic caveman, it kind of means, point, like he's making, he's going, woman, outfit, clothes, you hate her. Okay.
I saw it. I heard it. It happened. The thing came out of your mouth was she's worrying about $175,000.
No, I said
please just let her finish.
I said $150,000. A typical man, not listening to the details. I'm kidding because I'm not sexist. But, I mean, when people are starving, when she's advocating what she's advocating, the attire and those type of things are easy to attack.
Would you, but what do you...
You know what?
Do you apply, do you apply this kind of criticism to what the Obamas and Michelle Obama spent, what the Clintons spent?
This is about...
Are you sure that you're not upset about something ideologically?
This is a
No, I'm just pointing out that there are people... I'm not any more upset about that than I am about people who buy $25 dog biscuits on Ventura Boulevard when they're
This is a feminist issue at some level.
I am not
Jane Fonda in the 70s came out. She was sexy as could be, and the left loved her. If a liberal, democratic-leaning politician woman was smart, savvy, connected, and was sexy on top of it, all the left press would be labeling her as the superwoman.
Rob, thank you. You make your point. Dwight has been quiet for a little while. We're almost out of time.
Bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die. That's Sarah Palin. No, she has no place running.
I agree with 7 days.
That's just, listen. This is typical of...
No, wait, before you answer, can I say something? What she just said, isn't she one of the most... Isn't that like a totally misogynistic comment?
Yes, it is.
Bleeds for 7 days because it died?
It is from South Park.
Okay, this is constant leftist form of arguing.
That's right.
Personal attacks. Dwight, quick comment because we have to end the show.
Yes, I just disagree with... I agree with most of what Rob said. I mean, he's dead on. He's been dead on tonight. But I think Sarah Palin was a lot smarter than he gives her credit for.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like a prediction of what's going to happen in 2012 and what you think about it. Brandelynn, you go first.
Oh, jeez. Why me first? I get entertained by this. I think that Obama will be just fine, and I think Obamacare is going to be the answer to some very vital health problems, and including senior citizens. I know I keep talking about the Obamacare, but it's really, really important. Health comes first, and I think we're seeing that with other countries, that is a huge problem. No matter what, he's ranting and raving about the doctors not getting enough money. Oh, poor doctor. You know, I mean, God love him, but just keep pumping the pharmaceuticals and then we'll all be...
So, Brandelynn, Obama will win and you're happy, and mostly because of Obamacare.
Right.
Rob?
It's going to be a close race. I mean, I don't think Romney his choice at VP is going to matter. I don't think he's particularly... I think there's a lot more he could do, and he needs to be a lot more charismatic and a lot more convincing of how he's going to change the country. But he's got an opportunity, and truthfully, it's going to come down to battleground states. It's going to come down to politics. Right. It's going to come down to some of these key states, and I think it's going to be close. Romney could win this, but he could also easily lose this.
Final words of wisdom to Dwight Schultz.
Yes, I just am hoping that the Middle East doesn't blow up and give people a reason to vote for Obama because they're just too scared not to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this riveting episode of the Glazov Gang. Brandelynn, your quick thoughts on your first experience on the Glazov Gang.
I really liked it, except the people here.
It wouldn't have been the same without us.
Join us next week for another edition of the Glazov Gang.